Hello, lovers. It's been a while. Listen, I'm just gonna give a little mini life update. First of all, I'm doing this the day after Election Day. What a roller coaster it's been. Emotions are running high on both sides. Except for me, I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm cool as a cucumber. You know what? For me, Trump is like a prison sentence. I accepted my term 4 years ago. I accepted I was doing an 8-year prison sentence. That's what it was like for me. I accepted it. So listen, the way I see it, this little 4-year in, this was like a little parole hearing. Maybe I was going to get paroled from the Trumpism. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. Either way, I'm no worse for the wear. I was committed to do an 8-year sentence anyway. So we'll see. If we get paroled, we get paroled. Now, moving on. Where the hell have I been? Well, you all know where I've been. Everybody knows where I've been. I've been busting my behind, designing, manufacturing, producing, selling jewelry. That's what I've been doing. That's where I have been. So first of all, let me say this. It's been going better than I had anticipated, especially during COVID, when people are having such difficulties financially and all that good stuff, when you should really be tightening the financial purse strings and all that stuff. I really can't complain as it pertains to the people that have loosened their purse strings to support my business. Several time and time again repeat customers, which is always a good thing. So I want to thank all of them. First of all, where do I get my customers from? Well, it's all word of mouth for me. I'm gonna be honest, just like it's always been for me. Even back in when I was doing hair for a living for 20 years, no matter how many ads I ran, no matter how many inserts I put in local publications, there was nothing like word of mouth. Women wanted to see, touch, feel. They wanted to see their friends' hair, their relatives' hair. That's how it is. So, same holds true with jewelry. People want to see the experience that someone else is having for the most part. They want to see that, oh my God, I love this. I want to see the experience you had. What was it like? Did she produce this as she said she was going to? Do you feel like you got your money's worth? All that good stuff. Yes, I was thrilled. Mallery came through just like that. The work is great. It's interesting. It's unique. It's one of a kind. It's all that good stuff. So I think you should really check out her website and probably pick you up some stuff too. So it's a slow build, people. Like anything else, it's a slow build, especially in a world that's so saturated. It's a very saturated market. You can get jewelry anywhere. We all know it. You can walk into your local Kohl's, your local dollar store. You can load up onto Amazon. You can get mass-produced jewelry all day, every day. You can go on Etsy and you can have your choice. You can have your choice of handmade jewelry. We get it. It's a saturated market. So the other thing is, you kind of have to want to purchase from an individual. There has to be some sort of connection there that makes you want to purchase from this person on top of that. So there's a lot that goes into, it's a nice bracelet, but I could care less about Mallery Williams. I don't know this chick. Whatever, who cares? It's another nice bracelet in the world. It's another nice set of earrings in the world. Big deal. I don't know her. So it's one of those things that once you kind of, you get a little bit of feeling for someone. And that comes through word of mouth, having some sort of association, all that good stuff. So like I said, it is a slow build. And every sale that I've made is absolutely appreciated because I work so hard on all of my products, just as anybody who makes jewelry. A lot goes into it. A lot goes into producing jewelry. So anyone that takes time and their money to sit there and support, thank you. Now, having said that, the negative, I'm having to basically completely revamp my YouTube channels, really including this one. What do I mean by that? Well, it means I've lost my following. Some time ago, I took a lot of time to flip-flop my channels, to take my jewelry channel and put it on my main channel, which used to be Love is Ink, and flip-flop the two because it made sense to put my jewelry channel on my main channel. It had the stronger following and all that good stuff. Business is business, right? But turns out, my YouTube following didn't want to support that. So I'm like, okay, all right. What do you do with that? You gotta kind of sit on that for a minute, and you've got to kind of swallow that pill. You got to swallow that pill, and I had to swallow that pill. I had to be like, well, all right, maybe they're just not that into me, and I can say that because my jewelry's not offensive to people. I don't make offensive jewelry. But it goes back to what I said just a few minutes ago. You kind of have to, you got to be in it to win it with someone, and you've got to be able to want to support something that they're working on, something that they're trying to do to improve themselves and their quality of life and all that good stuff. Otherwise, you're out. You're just out. And because of that, because of the fact that I started selling jewelry and gearing my YouTube channel toward my jewelry sales, I lost a lot of subscribers, a lot of what I call local subscribers as well. People that would normally have interacted, who were engaged in my channel, are no longer. They're just, they jump track. They're like, we're out. We're not interested in supporting that, Mallery. Whatever, you're on your own. So I'm having to revamp my entire channel, my entire YouTube channel, and now it's like building from scratch. I have to start over with my YouTube channel after 5 years, almost 6 years of having a pretty decent following on YouTube. I'm having to start over now and completely rebrand it. And slowly but surely, like anyone else, having to attract a brand new set of people, a brand new set of crowd that are probably most likely people into crafts, people into jewelry, people into handmade things, you know, all that good stuff. And that is going to take time. That's more time on the table. And that's the truth of it. Because it's become more than obvious that any supporters that I had on that channel, they're gone. They're all gone. You can see that by the views, by the channel interaction. It's all gone. The very few views that I have, I'm quite sure, might be from a couple remnants of people that still hang on, and thank you all, the few of you out there that haven't abandoned me, or the new people that have, I've had a few new people that, just as I said, are into jewelry or whatever. They've stumbled upon my channel, and slowly and surely they will help build my channel back up. Fortunately for my business, for my little side hustle I call, I've been very fortunate in the fact that, thank God for hashtags, people. Thank God for hashtags. Until I started this venture, I never really gave much thought to hashtags. I really associated them with just ridiculous saying, hashtag don't care, hashtag not bothered, hashtag get the hell out of my face, you know. But when you're trying to sell products, you're trying to get eyes in your products, hashtags have become so vital for that. And luckily, through my Instagram, through my Twitter, through my my business page on my Facebook, which if you're not subscribed, you might want to go over there and subscribe. All that good stuff. I've been able to get some eyes on my products and a few sales. So that's good. Every sale is like a spotlight on your product. You never know who's going to buy your product. You never know. You just never know who's going to buy your product. What that's going to lead to. It could be one person who winds up finding herself needing a bunch of bridesmaids gifts, right? So you just never know who you're going to be selling to. So it's all good. So that's what's going on with me. That's what's been taking up most of my time. I don't know that I'm probably not going to be putting too much emphasis into this channel in the future in the way that I normally would. I'm not sure how this channel is going to evolve other than the occasional check-in. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the supporters to check in, what's the point of checking in? If people have cut you loose because you've tried to do something to improve your standing in the world, and you're not getting all tangled up in everybody's ridiculous drama and third grade arguments back and forth and nonsensical ignorance day after day after day, because I'm not getting all tangled up in that, I'm useless. I'm not out there Mallerizing people, right? We like Mallory when she's Mallerizing people. Not so much when she's trying to do her thing out into the world. And then who cares? Well, you know what that says about me? That's you don't care. You don't really care much for Mallery Williams. You just like Mallery Williams to go on. You like her to slap a few asses. Well, that might be all good for entertaining, but at the end of the day, I'm like a diamond, honey. I'm a multifaceted piece of fine jewelry. You know what I'm saying. Oh, and a few of you who played very large. You've placed pretty large holiday orders with me and trusted me to fill those orders for you, for your loved ones and your whole. I mean, that's a pretty big responsibility. I want to thank you specifically for that, for trusting me with those orders and letting me fill those out for your holiday season and all that good stuff, your festivities. So, thank you. So now y'all know what's going on with me. Till next time, if there is a next time, it's going to be a slow build, people. Going to be a slow build. Here we go. Take care. Bye-bye.